Once a wise person said, history is not the past but a map of the past, drawn from a particular point of view to be useful to the modern traveler. But the left liberal have nothing to do with wisdom. They read history only to learn about gaining selfish political power. Otherwise, Trudeau's Canada would not have become the mess it is now. Hi and welcome to TFIPost. I am your host Sabita Mishra. If you are watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. If you are watching us on Facebook, do like, share and subscribe to the page. Let's begin with the video report. Recently, Khalistan supporters in Canada did an extremely bizarre stunt. Khalistanis held a referendum in Mississauga near Toronto. The whole process was supervised by the Punjab Referendum Commission (PRC). According to reports, Khalistanis had lined up 3 hours before the scheduled time to vote in the sham referendum. It came despite Canada-based Hindus protesting against it. They even cornered Patrick Brown, Brampton mayor, for the referendum. Still, the Trudeau government allowed it to take place. After the voting, these Khalistanis played a passive-aggressive game as well. General Council of Sikh for Justice said, "Today Canadian democracy won and Modi's fascism lost because Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's government stood with the Sikhs' right to freedom of expression in the face of immense pressure from all Indian quarters." Look at the pattern. Fascist calling the most loved head of the state of planet Earth as fascist. This is exactly the gaslighting through which Khalistan has gained a prominent place in Canadian politics. It is not hard to guess that Canada's liberal immigration policy has played a big role in it. You see, Punjabis and more specifically Sikh migration to Canada is not a new phenomenon. It has been going around at least 100 years. It was not a problem before as they came and toiled hard and contributed to the Canadian economy. Additionally, their percentage share in the population was extremely low. But things changed during Khalistani onslaught in India. The movement was crushed in India but not in Canada. Now Khalistani supporters in Canada started to go for political power. They entered the private sector bureaucracy in order to get close to the power circle. Decades of effort resulted in Jagmeet Singh becoming a backbone of the Trudeau cabinet. Now Jagmeet is an open backer of Khalistan and it won't be a hyperbole if we call him an openly anti-India person. Under Jagmeet's protection, Khalistanis have become louder and stronger in Canada. Helpless, Trudeau can't do anything. However, Sikh being less than 2.5% of Canada's population would not cause much worry for Canadians. But wait a minute, it should worry us. Khalistani elements within this community are well organized and extremely vocal. They have local political support to amplify their voices no matter how irrational and inauthentic their point of view is. This phenomenon can easily be termed as tyranny of the minority. Local majority keeps making small compromises for minorities and in turn they keep asking for more. At the end of the day, the minority ends up usurping the power. The same trend can be observed in the Trudeau's cabinet as well. Mind you, all this is driven by compassion of the local majority. Something on similar lines happened in Lebanon. Towards the beginning of 1950s, Lebanon was Christian majority country surrounded by Muslim majority ones. After its independence, its neighbor wanted to turn it into a Muslim majority one. To avoid it, Lebanon stood by the Arab world during the Israel-Palestine conflict, but to no avail. Muslim refugees kept flooding Lebanese shores. They were aided by global coalition of Islam followers as well as self-destructive left wing of Lebanon. Christian groups kept shouting about the great replacement, but leftists did not listen. In 1970s, Christian groups decided to take matters into their own hands. But they were fighting a lost cause. Their territory was already sold. Fast forward to 2022, more than 67% of people in Lebanon now follow Islam. It became possible only because the local government supported militia in the garb of kindness. Trudeau is doing the same with Khalistanis. We leave it to you to guess the long-term consequences.